First, we need to define what domain and range are. Domain is all of the x values that are possible in a relation, and the range is all of the y values that are possible. This seems weird at first, but when we look at it graphically, then it starts to make sense. Consider the following relation that is a circle up in quadrant 1. What is the domain and range of this circle? This is really two questions, so let's focus on one at a time. First, what is the domain of this function? Domain is all of the x values that are possible, so if we take this relation and squish it down to the x-axis, then we have a better idea of what is happening. Now, if we look at just the axis after squishing this down, we can see that we have a set of numbers, which we can describe as x being greater than or equal to 2 and less than or equal to 8. We have discovered the domain. Now, if we do the same thing with y, squish our graph to the left until we get just the y values of our graph, and then look at this axis as its own number line, we can see that y is the values between and equal to 3 and 9. We have discovered the range. What we have just done here is called taking the projection. A projection is taking a 2D object and flattening it down to just one dimension. We have done this here to discover the domain. We projected the circle down to the x-axis to find the domain, and then projected it to the left to the y-axis to find the range. We can do this with any graph to find the domain and range. Consider this next example. Try the projection on your own and state the domain and range in your notes. Then press continue to see if you are correct. If we project this line to the x-axis, then we are basically squishing it down and only concerned about the x values of our graph. The smallest x value was the open circle at -4, and it is still at -4 when we project. The same thing happens with y. The largest y value is the open circle at y equals 2, and it is still y equals 2 when we project. Now that we have the projections, it is easier to see that the domain is x greater than -4, and the range is y less than 2. If we wanted to, we could write a formal set notation for the domain and range like this.